Hello，各位猫们，大家下午好啊！欢迎来到星月櫻奈的频道，我是星月櫻奈，大家可以叫我奈奈哦。喜吉安，下午好；曲安，下午好。我们原定今天的歌回呢，因为我喉咙不太舒服，所以就改成玩霍格华兹。那我们就先跳过去。我还没开游戏。 正在准备着色器。啊哼。喉咙有点发炎哦，然后我把我的名字打反了，然后上次停在这里。
It is a book after all.
哦，一本书。嗨，欢迎收出见，不是出现了。嗨，欢迎收下午好。下午好，下午好。哪里？喉咙有点不舒服。下雨。嗨，延安，下午好，继续刺激的魔法之旅呀！嗨，EJ，下午好，晚安哦。哦，今天没看到就没了，也不是说今天没看到就没了，是今天没看到之后会比较少看到我。今天一样是霍格华兹哦不，因为我有公告，我有在推特公告。我也想奶奶的，没事，会有影片的。嗨，龙神，下午好。血鸡蛋，下午好。今天过后，也不是今天过后，3月8号过后。对啊，也是今天直播过后，感谢龙神加入猫奴小粉丝11个月啦。
Headmistress Fitzgerald, Professor Rackham.
Miss Isadora Morganach, welcome.
Professor Rookwood, Professor Bakar.
We understand that you are adjusting well to life at Hogwarts.
I am.
只是今天之后会比较少看到我。每天盯着奶奶推特，然后看谢跟发作，会有影片呐、我已经准备了1个月的影片下来了。
I've never heard of another like us.
Miss Morganach, when we spoke yesterday after class, you asked about the beautiful swirls you saw years ago when we visited your hamlet.
I recognized you all immediately. I cannot thank you enough for what you did.
不要哭，就只是比较少会看到我直播。I will miss you。我只是会减少直播。
It was not your imagination.
Percival, Professor Rackham can see them too, but we've never known of another who could.
don't understand. What are they?
The whispers or traces that appear when a particular form of ancient magic is wielded.
只是
Ancient magic.
直播变成完全突发，有时间才直播的那种。
Hogwarts itself is a stronghold of ancient magic.
So if I can see traces of ancient magic, does that mean I can wield it too?
With the proper training.
But let us not get ahead of ourselves, Miss Morgana.
Before I can train you to wield such magic, you must first master all that Hogwarts has to offer.
A magic this powerful can do great harm in the wrong hands. It must be wielded by a select few. As such, we ask that you not speak to anyone about what we have discussed here today.
Mm. 会啦，但还是会尽量能直播就直播啦。
Sebastian.
Sneaking in the restricted section again! I had thought we were through with this mischief. Clearly detentions are insufficient. I'm afraid I must take this to the headmaster. But that being said, Peeves informs me that you didn't come alone tonight. If someone has coerced you, I would have you tell me. You're a bright boy. Don't waste this.
There was nobody else. I came alone.
Oh, Sebastian. What will your uncle say?
这皮皮鬼好过分哦！会的。其实不是算小手术还是算大手术，其实我也不知道。反正你就是但因为要全麻，所以也还是有点担心呢。毕竟胡妈年纪大了。
You cannot be serious. Goblins working with Rookwood makes no sense.
还不给我讲话。
It is rather unorthodox, to say the least.
Unorthodox. It's inconceivable. It's... Ah, Fig. You have a visitor. I'll see what I can find out.
Sir, I was able to search the restricted section while you were with Professor Black. It was a book we were after.
What? That's... Wait. You accessed the restricted section? But how? Thinking on it, perhaps it's best you spare me the details.
Fair enough. In fact, the book was below the restricted section, as it appeared on the map.
I want to hear everything. First, let's have a look. Oh dear. Some of these pages seem to be missing. It appears someone has got to the book before us. Still, I will need time to study what remains. Perhaps we can still salvage something useful, though it may take some time. I wonder why it was here, below Hogwarts.
I think I know, sir. I saw 2 more memories where I found the book.
Another pensive. Godric's heart.
The man we saw before, Percival Rackham, was a professor here. The first memory showed him and 3 other professors using ancient magic to restore a hamlet from a drought.
Miriam was right. And the second memory?
In the second, they were talking to a student who started as a 5th year, like I did. She could see traces of magic too.
Why those memories? Perhaps this book will explain. I'll have to take it with me to London. The headmaster has insisted that I speak directly to the minister about George's death.
What will you tell them about Mr. Osric's death?
I don't know how much I dare say. George tried to convince the ministry about Ranrock, but to no avail. My instinct is to follow the path we are on for the moment and keep the details to ourselves until we know more.
I understand. I'll see what I can learn about the missing pages while you're gone.
Good. Don't neglect your studies. Your wand work is improving by the day. But you'll want to pay attention
感谢红莲加入会员4个月啦。
There's more to magic than spellcasting.
看红莲道歉，没有他去上班。
You've done exceptionally well. I look forward to seeing all that you've accomplished when I return.
他要去上班。
Oh, and don't neglect your friends. You may be surprised by how much you can learn from them as well.
任务完成。你要干嘛？
Meet me in Lower Hogsfield as soon as possible. I would like to talk to you about Rookwood and Harlow, and it might be best to do so outside of the castle.
Oh.对，就交给那对啊，我今天也要上班。有啊，上班照常啊。我要先去找娜娜还是？
Someone's bound to solve the riddle of the empty.
先上药草课吧。
It must be difficult to live in those.
She growing Punja's onion again.
上班照常，好累，辛苦，还好啦。
Good morning, Professor Garlick.
How wonderful it is to see you again, Lenora dear. Oh, here. You'll need these for today's class. A little treat for your auntie. Ah, hello. Class, please welcome the newest rose in our garden. We do look forward to growing together. How thrilling it is to have everyone back together again. This year will be filled with enchantment and excitement, but the most important thing cultivated in herbology is knowledge. The prudent herbologist is no more afraid of the venomous tentacular than the bouncing bulb.
奶奶会开音讯空间吗？如果会的话，会比直播方便。我觉得，有时间的话啦，有时间的话可能会开。
Let's see if we can't make our fibrous friends a bit more comfortable, shall we? First, let's protect our ears. Now, everyone, grip their mandrake by the tendrils and give it a firm tug.
Wow. 好想法，我会提醒奶奶。好吵。
The soil should envelop the root like a warm, dirty blanket, putting the mandrake right
植物园大暴走，超吵的啊。
I'm very sorry about that. Yours was a bit mature, I'm afraid. All right then, off you go. Splendid work, everyone.
就这样。
Now for our next task, we'll be planting dittany at our potting tables.
I wonder if hippogriffs like knotgrass.
Yes, Professor?
Firstly, well done with your mandrake. They can be rather difficult to get a grasp of.
Actually, I enjoyed it. I couldn't help but catch your enthusiasm.
How kind of you. It seems you're already taking to herbology like a mandrake to fresh soil.
很好笑，现在要带手机出门，要带一个保利用出门。
Let's find you some seeds.
没办法。
Professor, picked them up in Hogsmeade.
You visited the magic neep. Wonderful. A prepared student is bound to bloom. I've arranged for you to have your own potting table here in the classroom. Wasn't easy to spare one on such late notice. Plant the seeds there now, and you can return to harvest them later. Even with soil, sunlight, and a bit of magic, they will take time to grow.
Let's see how to balance my star thistle arrangement. Niffler's fancy.
Dittany's restorative properties make it a vital
盆栽解锁了。
potion, as you all should know from Professor Sharp's class. Well done! Once it can be harvested, your dittany will be ready to use in Wiggenweld potion. I'll let Professor Sharp tell you about that. Now, what say we branch out? Introduce you to a different sort of flora, the Chinese chomping cabbage. You'll find that some plants are better suited to uses outside of a cauldron. The cabbages do get testy without something to chew. Fortunately, I have a dummy for them to gnaw on. Be a dear and let them have a good chomping.
Yes, Professor.
They're in the other greenhouse. It's just at the end of the footbridge leading out of this room. Your classmate, Mr. Pruitt, has kindly offered to accompany you. Come back and see me when you're finished. Oh, and mind your fingers. They do bite.
Hello. Saw you on your way to Hogsmeade the other day. Nice to meet you. Nice work in Defense Against the Dark Arts, by the way.
Excuse me?
Your duel with Sebastian. And he's good. Thinks he's really good. But you outright slaughtered him. It was brilliant.
Oh, well, thank you.
I nearly put Sebastian in his place myself. I mean, I would have, if Hecate hadn't stopped me.
Didn't she stop?
Here we are, home of the Chinese chomping cabbage. Go on, grab a few of those. Now, see that dummy? Just toss the cabbages at it, and they'll do the rest.
Tibble.
Look at that. They'll chomp on anything they can get their mouths on. Mum planted some in her garden last year to keep the gnomes out. Did save her the de-gnoming, but they left her honking daffodils in tatters. Vicious little bastards, aren't they? My kind of plants. Not like stupid booba tubers and bouncing bulbs. The kind of plants that just have your back in a fight. Not saying you can't go it alone, but, well, imagine that wasn't a dummy.
I suppose they could prove useful outside of the greenhouse. Nothing wrong with a bit of backup, even if it is from a cabbage.
It's chaos out there. Trolls in Hogsmeade and such. You can't be above throwing a cruciferous vegetable if necessary. Dogweed and deathcap has more of them, if you're keen. Other plants too. Ones your parents wouldn't plant in the garden. You get the idea. Anyway, we probably ought to head back to class. Take your time. I'll see you back in class.
Oh, 有一个爆掉哦，爆掉了耶。
Revelio.
嗯。哦。
And with that helpful reminder as to why we should always wear our dragonhide gloves, I shall end our lesson here. Terribly sorry, Mr. Clopton.
I attended to the Chinese chomping cabbages, Professor.
Remarkable plants, aren't they? I hope they weren't too much trouble. Oh, don't see any bite marks or missing digits. And good, as you do seem to be quite green-fingered. Oh, I'm eager to see your skill in the soil continue to blossom.
Magical plants have so much to offer. I'm eager to learn more.
I'm glad. Herbology is a bounteous subject. Tend to your garden, and it will tend to you.
对啊，他手机壳还没有来。
Everything. Do come by for a chat sometime. I so enjoy checking in with my new students.
me my damn.
太太，下午好，抱抱，太太。因为我刚才在找火米村的地图。
Seems all roads lead to Hogsmeade.
猫咪。喵。猫咪。嗨，陈君安，下午好，在在抱抱，好多猫咪哦。大猫咪。我现在有点跑太远了。我什么时候才能养魔兽啊？我想跑太远了。回来。嗨，下午好。之后会有剧情任务，解完后就能抓奇兽羊，耶！
Why won't
I really have.
Wish I brought pet owls.
还有这么远哦！奇兽学教室。怎么这么远？痒痒诶！
This looks intriguing.
确诊的人来跟一下彩哦！你确诊了一下，米亚比，你确诊。
It is good to see you, my friend.
啊小。
Hello, Natty. How are you? I hope you've recovered from our rather eventful trip to Hogsmeade.
I am well, but I have been worried about you, my friend. With Ranrock and Rookwood and Harlow after you?
I'm all right at the moment.
We did not speak about it at the time, but I am hoping now you might tell me why they were looking for you.
They want something that Professor Fig and I found at Gringotts.
When were you at Gringotts?
Just before we came to Hogwarts. In fact, it's why I was late to the sorting ceremony. A portkey brought us there after the dragon
米亚
attacked
比，
our
你要照
carriage.
顾好自己。昨天我同房间的弟弟确诊，我早上醒来就中了。啊！
Professor Fig says I have a rare connection.
你要多补充维他命 C 哦。
He used fighting the trolls in Hogsmeade.
I think so. I'm still learning, but I can see traces of it. And I've cast magic.
你要好好补充维他命 C， 然后要记得去，要记得视讯看诊拿药。
And I will have more questions. For now, it is safe to say that Rookwood and Harlow are a threat to both of us, to all of us, which is why I wanted to speak to you. I realized something that day in Hogsmeade. You displayed such courage fighting that troll, and Serona wasn't intimidated one bit by Rookwood and Harlow. Both of you have inspired me to take a stand of my own.
What sort of stand?
Men like Rookwood and Harlow are the reason my mother and I left Matibili land. I am not going to sit by and watch them destroy my new home.
Rookwood and Harlow are a dangerous pair on their own. And the fact that they're working with Ranrock, well...
All the more reason they must be stopped. Rumor has it that Theophilus Harlow runs Rookwood's day-to-day operations. Taking him down would cripple Rookwood's entire enterprise.
That may be true, but shouldn't Officer Singer handle someone like Harlow?
I spoke with her. She was polite, but perhaps understandably would not discuss details with a student. I overheard some of Rookwood's lot talking about a massive poaching operation that Harlow is planning. I was thinking that we could investigate a bit, try to get the evidence that Officer Singer needs.
All right. But how?
I am going to watch and listen, find out precisely what Harlow is up to. I shall reach out when I know more. In the meantime, remember, I am here if you need me.
Thank you, Natty.
有点怕把他卷入危险之
Be
中。
on your guard.
I beg your pardon. How dare you threaten me?
What's going on here?
这是什么？这是支线任务输出。
They must have come this way. Think!
I've no idea who it is you think I might have seen. I've been busy with my research. I do not have time to...
Victor Rookwood don't give a doxy's nip back your time. Oi! Speak of the devil. Mr. Rookwood would like a word with you.
A student? You can't be...
Enough out of you.
Leave her alone.
Stupefy!
You're gonna regret coming here. It's not my best work, I'll admit.
Leviosa! Incendio!
Put me right! Look what you've done! You fight
Leviosa! Incendio!
哦，它是短距离的。
I'll watch the light go out of your eyes. You've nowhere to hide!
Oh.
I'm not going anywhere with you.
You take this!
You're coming to regret that. That's just the beginning. Release me.
在哪里啊？
What on earth just happened? I've never been accosted in such a manner, and so close to Hogwarts.
一面倒。嗨，你们安，下午好。那这边小心一点。
Excellent defensive skills. Care to tell me why 2 Ashwinders were ready to dispatch me to get to you?
Ashwinders?
Victor Rookwood's thieves and extortionists, his little cronies. They seemed quite keen on you.
It's a long story, but thank you for your help.
Well, you've avoided them for the moment. Priya warned me things were getting dangerous. Best get moving on my research before they return.
You mentioned someone named Priya.
Yes, my wife. She's the one who piqued my interest in Merlin. Gave me a book when we were students at Hogwarts. Typical hard-working Hufflepuff.
她是女孩子，
Has her own shop in Nocturne Alley.
这是一个阿嬷，然后她老婆。
You're a researcher.
Nora Treadwell at your service. Historian and archaeologist specializing in Merlin's work and...
一面倒很正常啊。
Merlin? Of the legend of King Arthur?
The very same. Merlin attended Hogwarts, you know, and I'm studying some curious fixtures he left here centuries ago.
Fixtures?
你要确定耶，多看看几次。
Dozens of them all around the area. I've taken to calling them the Trials of Merlin.
没有啦，还是要熟练一下，因为我没有很常在打架。
His fellow Slytherins. He was terribly fond of puzzles and enigmas.
I can see why you're so interested in Merlin. I'd be keen to know more about the trials.
Well then, I'll let you in on a little secret. No one has yet managed to figure out how they work. But I believe I have just unlocked a crucial clue. I suspect that Mallowsweet is an important component in getting the trials to work.
Mallowsweet?
Versatile herb. Merlin repeatedly mentioned it in his writing.
我只能那个 ban 你。
Rudely interrupted. You see, each swirl in Merlin's writing has a symbol in the center.
我只能 ban 你，没办法扁你。
What if
the Mallowsweet is meant to be placed at the center of the symbols?
Precisely. Would you care to do the
这
honors?
是讲你吗？
We
你
can
怎么那
see
么
what
M 啊？
comes of our little hypothesis.
然后被 ban 是不是？
I brought a trunk chock full of Mallowsweet with me. It's just over there by my tent.
this trunk?
Yes, take plenty, even if you already have some.
I have the mallow sweet.
Lovely. Now, notice the vines on these pillars here, as
哪里啊？
well as a stone swell on the ground. Each trial has these features. Place the
这个吗？
mallow sweet on the swell, and we'll see what happens.
B 还是 M？ 他想被 ban 啊！我知道 ban 了。哦，
What? Did you see that? The vines disappeared.
What should I do now?
This is uncharted territory. I am curious about these pyres.
Incendio!
Merlin's beard!
The flames make the pyre sink.
Oh.
Merlin's beard! How beautiful!
すげえな。
What a day! I can hardly believe it.
I take it we can call that a success.
We can indeed. However,
嗨，
I
雨
now
飞，
haven't
下午
worked out. How
好。
does it work? I must review my notes. I may have missed something.
Are all of the trials like this one?
Oh, not precisely. Well, I think each has those telltale vines and the swirl on the ground. You should feel free to solve them as you come across them. I believe I have what I need to continue my research. My guess is that each will also require mallow sweet, which you can find in Hogsmeade should you need more. I really
彩彩，你看我这边的观众都好 M 哦。
pleasure to meet you. And do be careful out here. Now, I've got what I needed. I shall return to the safety of my... and books.
任务完成。哦，走，挂着听，然后听到 ban 人，啊，他就想被 ban 啊，他叫我扁他啊。
Our neighbour at home knows someone who's related to the inventor of Skelligro. True, never been extinct famous anymore. Nobody can do it like me. And I swear.
另有，走错路了。
Shouldn't there be orders or someone from the ministry guarding the school after the incident in Hogsmeade?
Professor Black would never allow that. It would make him look completely incompetent, which he is.
等待。
Potions is one of the most challenging and hazardous subjects taught at this school. As 5th years, you will be required to reach new heights of both discipline and intellect. You will begin this term by brewing a Wigan-Weld potion. Mr. Takar, can you tell us why this particular potion might come in handy?
Yes, Professor Sharp. The Wigan-Weld potion can be used to sterilize and even heal a variety of injuries.
It can heal some injuries, but not all. Points for Ravenclaw. Before today's class is completed, each of you will have brewed a Wigan-Weld potion of your own. You never know when you might need it. Please begin.
可是我的材料还没有拿到的。
Use a strong, even motion when crushing your ingredients. Please be meticulous when adding powder to your potions. One errant sneeze could be disastrous.
Ah, 红莲拜拜。
I see most of you have not forgotten how to stir. Not an easy potion to brew. Well done. And from what I hear of your recent exploits in Hogsmeade, you'd also do well to practice brewing the defensive Endurus potion. Professor Weasley had you acquire the recipe from J. Pippin's, correct?
Yes.
欢迎回来。
For the moment, you can find the ingredients you need in my office. But in the future, you'll be expected to provide your own ingredients.
好诶，解锁新成就。对。
Grow in your herbology class, and rarer ones can be purchased. Others, however, may be harder to obtain, and will require you to be a bit more.
原来被 ban 是这种感觉，对啊。
Come and see me when you've finished brewing.
你没有被 ban 过。
And we'll see if it was skill or luck the first time round.
My parents considered keeping me home from school this year after the rumors
Did I hear Professor Sharp say that you have permission to go into his office?
Yes, but why does that matter to you?
Brilliant! And it matters because you can be a part of something truly creative.
红莲拜拜，当红莲回来了。
Gareth Weasley.
没有，我看起来像是很容易被 ban 的人吗？没有啊，我想说，你会要求人家 ban 你。
Professor Weasley.
She's my aunt. Keeps too close an eye on me for comfort. Ugh. But she can't be everywhere. Listen, anyone with a troll-sized brain can brew an Endurus potion. I'm working on something that's certain to be spectacular. I'm just missing one tiny last ingredient that will add that extra spark.
I suspect that's where I come in.
You're as clever as I'd hoped. I simply need a single Fwooper feather. As you'll already be in Sharp's office with his permission, perhaps you could grab it for me.
I'll get you the Fwooper feather, as long as you're certain Sharp won't miss it.
I assure you he won't. Fwooper feathers aren't that valuable. Wait until you see what I'm brewing. Hurry back to me when you have the feather.
Your potion does not Witch or wizard always has a few potions on hand.
Here's the Fwooper feather you wanted.
Brilliant! Thank you. This is going to take a moment to brew.
第一次去，我人生第一次哎，第一次去谢谢奶奶。谢谢
Proficiency and potions are two things that cannot be rushed. Have patience and be thorough.
嗨，小燕，下午好。
And now we add the mallow sweet, and that's odd. What's happening? Wait, it's not supposed to. Ah! Get it! Dragon Dog! What happened?
Well done, Gareth.
What now, Mr. Weasley?
Sorry, Professor.
That'll be points from Gryffindor again.
我调完了，然后呢
Mr. Weasley did not do this on his own. His accomplice will answer to me as well.
I brewed an Edurus potion, as you asked.
这边可以测验奶奶是哪一类人。
You seemed rather busy helping Mr. Weasley brew chaos.
I'm not sure what you're talking about, Professor.
You will not earn favor with me by failing to take responsibility for your actions. I suggest you heed my warning. As for the work you did today at your own cauldron, I will say you've done well. I confess I was skeptical given the advanced nature of this class and the fact you're a new student.
I'm glad I was able to meet your expectations.
A rare occurrence. And you do well to remember that you're not a potions master quite yet. In addition to having a solid grasp of how to combine various ingredients, you should gain an understanding of the ingredients themselves. Pay particular attention in herbology. The plants you nurture there are often essential to the potions you brew here. Now, I recommend that you find a safe location in which to practice brewing. You cannot leave a hot cauldron simply anywhere. That'll be all. I think each of us has had enough excitement for one day. Class is dismissed.
任务完成。
That was an interesting class.
Thanks to you. Wasn't precisely what I had in mind, but it was still brilliant.
那个人练语口说啊，不要。
I hope Sharp wasn't too disagreeable when you handed in your potion. Heard him talking about taking responsibility.
Professor Sharp wasn't happy. Leave me out of your grand plans next time.
Sorry to hear that. Hopefully he's already forgotten about it. Sharp may seem gruff, but I'd bet a few galleons he blew up a potion or two in his day. Best be off. Next time we talk, I promise, fewer explosions.
打开设定，把语言换成英文，不要。
Young Slytherin. Scrope knows about the old book you found for Professor. Scrope can help you, and you can help Scrope get to the courtyard past the pendulum. If you don't know it, you'll see it easy enough. And don't tell anyone what you're up.
坏坏，英文程度点 up 是任性猫虎，说好要练英文的，啊也没这么快练英文吧？彩彩，背他，他坏坏。 彩彩是有扳手的哦，彩彩可以背你哦。阿小妹在那边都在玩英文游戏了，该。那又怎样？谁说玩英文游戏就一定要练英文口说的哈？啊啊！
Revelio.
不能开耶。
Levioso. Accio.
打不开。
Tego. Levioso. Incendio.
哦，在这里。
Revelio. Ha. 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 Protego. Levioso. Incendio.
哦。 他不给我拿下来。哦，看来奈奈了解这游戏的玩法，就对着所有东西乱编。不是，笔记在这里，但是他下不来。No， 他下不来。 哦
Pumpkins.
Pumpkin.
I think I know just the place.
哦，有够难拿的。有种下来啊！谁不下来谁孙子。暴力猫虎处罚没有，是我找不到。 哦，被稻草人凶。啊，找到了。 嗨，思源，下午好。
Down to the water's edge. This had better not be a trick.
Ah, 会摔死哦！会摔死哦！我不知道哎。羊羊可以打吗？羊羊不能打。羊羊可以飞。羊羊可以飞。我以为不会摔死还是乖乖的那个跑下去好了。羊羊可以打烤羊肉，等一下，羊羊可以打。奶奶，你那么年轻怎么救？不是啊，我不知道他会扣血，我不知道跳会扣血。
The name's Scrope. Scrope serves the headmaster. Been in the Black family for years. Apologies for the abundance of notes. Scrope wanted to be sure you weren't followed.
What's this all about? Your notes mentioned the book I found in the restricted section.
Scrope can tell you more in exchange for your help, but no one, especially the headmaster, can know.
Undermining the headmaster and getting something in return.
Oh, Scrope does not intend to undermine the headmaster. In fact, Scrope wants to surprise him. Scrope's late mistress, Apollonia Black, may she rest in peace, was a student at Hogwarts over 50 years ago. Before she died, she spoke with passion of pages ripped from a book. Scrope suspects she took them to her private grotto. She was delirious at the end, poor thing. Mistook belladonna for elderberries. Scrope tried to warn her.
I'm sorry to hear that. But how do you benefit if I find the pages?
Scrope believes that a treasured Black family ring is also in the grotto. Scrope wishes to give it to the headmaster. Apollonia forbade Scrope from entering the grotto long ago. Scrope continues to honour her wishes. Scrope would not dare ask a student for help, but when Scrope learned you were looking for those pages, Scrope thought you might also find the ring.
How did you injure your ear?
The Blacks have a tradition of decapitating their house elves when their service is no longer required. One day, dear Apollonia was understandably frustrated with Scrope and got a bit too eager with a cleaver. Scrope was able to convince the sweet girl of his value and now views this small injury as a reminder of her good heart.
Tell me more about this treasured ring.
Oh, it's adorned with the Black family crest. The headmaster would be pleased with Scrope for returning it.
How did you know that I'd found a book and that it's missing pages?
Scrope and the other house elves are good at staying out of sight. Scrope hears and sees many things in the castle. Scrope knows how to keep secrets.
It seems this may help us both. I shall do it.
Scrope is relieved. Scrope hoped the young Slytherin would be willing to help. Take this toast to the grotto just down the coast. Place it on the pedestal there. Good luck. Scrope will wait right here for you. Best of luck finding your pages. And...
文档。好啦， 那么各位，奈奈差不多要下播啦，感谢今天各位过来观看奈奈的直播。那么奈奈要下播啦，各位拜拜。我忘记先把游戏关掉了。嗨，凯旋们，我在。嗨，吉。拜拜，各位拜拜。今天呢，可能会是这个月的最后一次直播，往后的直播大概有1个月的时间会以突发的方式来直播啊，会有影片啦，但是直播可能会减少很多，因为奈奈的阿嬷呢，明天就要开刀了，大概明天开始就要开始顾胡妈了，所以你们乖乖哈，乖乖等我回来哈，拜拜。突发，对啊，突发，只剩突发。好啦，那该讲的事情也讲完了，那要去觅食了，拜拜。